so that you know how to get to the plan. But Marlo, I do want to get your thoughts on that video. With you being, with TV and the things that you've shared with us about a community in your area who's trying that, what was your reaction to this video?
I think first of all, this video is why we have to be students of history, right? Because it was disingenuous because of him saying, "Oh, we would love to watch a black community." Sir, have you met Harlem? Have you met parts of Chicago? Have you met the Treme in New Orleans? Like, have you met communities where black people built, had businesses, thrived? You still have to go out into the general city and do things, right? You're not going to have everything in your little bedroom community. These, the Ravens of Arkansas is 160 acres, which is a little bit more than, it's a few miles, right? It's under 20 miles is essentially what the size of that would be. So it's not a whole lot of space. It's essentially a community. I've seen Richie Rich subdivisions that had on more acreage than this particular little town that they're building. And I feel like, one, if it doesn't affect me unless they want to run the cavalry at night. But I feel like if this is what America is coming to and black people start to get communities, the first thing you need to think about is security, because we do have the past. We do know that these are the descendants of the past. And we do know that this stuff is all genetically linked. That's why they feeling like they want to retreat, because they want to get back to something that they long for, that they feel like their grandparents and great grandparents had. And so I think that whatever the case is, we as black people just need to be vigilant. We need to always be paying attention, and we need to always be thinking about how we can come together for self-protection, because you're not protected. You go in here as light skinned as you want to be, you go twiddling around on those folks' land, and you're gonna do a FIFO. So we need to think about how we will be self-protected and vigilant when it comes to just protecting black community spaces. Because I'm all for living amongst your people, but the reality is you got to go outside. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to go to work. So there won't be, unless everything is self-contained, and then it's a cult to me. If everything is self-contained on this one little space, then that's different. But I feel like people still got to get out and go into the real world, and I don't know, do what you want to do. As long as you don't bother me, I don't care.
Exactly. And that's where the problem comes in, is all of when you're so worried about what I'm doing that you can't even mind your own business. That's the issue. And look at Joe was cracking up laughing. Listen, Deborah, I love your comment. She said America created a melting pot and now they want to strain the water. They were straining in the meeting that they even decided that this was going to be. They decided they wanted to just, it never was built on a good foundation in the first place. Melissa, do you think that the history of white-only towns is fully understood or is fully understood by current younger generations today? Because, we've had a little bit of time. Do you think that this younger generation actually understands what that means for them if it happens?